for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set to throw on first.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Brissett now on 2nd down. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second down, Brissett. Open man, Samara Darbo complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Man open, it's Goodwin. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Leopard! Leopard!
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
On 3rd down, Rosen. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now the defense has to make that stand up.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We're set on 1st down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. After the interception, here's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Mike 57. Ohio! Ohio! Switch! Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
4 down. Check.
Brissett. A dump underneath to Jones. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Brissett. All going deep here for Taylor. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ohio! Tight end right. Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And still fighting. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Red 38! Red 38!
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he spins through. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! 57 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Brissett steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Flex round! Flex round! 57 to Mike.
Play action now. Brissett. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
A first down throw for Brissett. And he's got it. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Easy, easy. 4 down. Easy, easy. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll rifle this one deep right, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Goodwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. It turned into a really nice play.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Again, it's a Canelo. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. A second down throw for Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
You got 4.
Play fake, Brissett. It's complete to Graham. Now, big third-down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Mike 27. Mike. Flex round. Flex round.
First down, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Check that guy. Let's go one more.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Throwing, Brissett. Going deep here for Taylor. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Flex round. Flex round. Alert 3.
They'll go with Jones. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They start the second half with Kamara. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the boost boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Brissett toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. He's going to fire one deep up, and this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, Brissett. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I got it. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
go play action. It's Rosen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Colts on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
2nd down, Brissett. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll pitch it out to Jones. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence
now,
back.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They're trying to get the offense going with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
3 down. Hey.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Rosen now off the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch you now, Barney!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it with Kamara, and that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work here defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Set to throw on 1st. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round! Tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we are. Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Brissett on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
We got three down.
Time for a break.
Hey, fellas, we got three.
We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Brissett now on 2nd down. A double underneath to Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Got him. Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's get it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up there. Stay at home.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good.